Dreams. Oh, dreams. A thing that all of us humans experience at the end of a long day of work or school during bedtime. You know, dreams are really a fascinating phenomenon to me. Like the fact that when we go to sleep and our brain can just cook up another reality for us to live in for the duration that we're unconscious is crazy to me. Like, how does that even work? It's like virtual reality, but in our heads. And the fact that each dream is just a jumble of your past thoughts and experiences is just mesmerizing. So I did a bit of Googling, and apparently dreams occur during a phase in your sleep called REM, or rapid eye movement, where your brain is most active during your sleep, which doesn't really help. Like, how does my brain cook up these weird realities? I gotta know. Sorry about that, but anyways, today we're gonna be discussing the different types of dreams that a human can experience. Alright, first up is daydreaming. So this isn't really like a proper dream, but daydreaming typically occurs when you're bored as shit. Like if you're in class, you may zone out or doze off and think about something else to try to make time go by quicker. So you might daydream about like not being in class, going back home and knocking out, going on an adventure to an imaginary land, imagining your bright future ahead of you. Being loved. And that's really about it when it comes to daydreaming. Now let's talk about recurring dreams. So a recurring dream is basically a specific dream that you get periodically when you go to sleep. And the most common recurring dreams that you can experience could be losing your teeth, falling from the air, public nakedness, being late to school or work, and being unprepared for a test. Now I've experienced all of these and they all suck. You're basically just panicking throughout your entire dream. Like in those dreams where I lose my teeth, I'm just chilling. But the second I wobble my teeth, they just all start falling out in a chain reaction, and it's got me panicking and stressing, out here looking like an old man with no teeth. And in the dreams where I'm falling, I'm just randomly spawned at 5,000 feet in the air, and I'm just falling at a constant of 9.81 meters per second squared, plummeting towards the ground. And the second I hit the ground, I wake up in real life and my body jerks like I actually hit the ground. And now I'm just confused and don't know where I am in a cold sweat, and it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Bruh, what the fuck? Then this one time I had a dream where I went to school normally, but while in class I looked down and realized I had no pants on. So I started panicking and rushed out of the classroom and started searching the entire school for my missing pants. And I just couldn't find it. Shit just vanished and became a lost artifact. And I didn't end up finding my pants, and I just woke up in the morning and I was like, what the fuck was that? Now apparently psychologists have attempted to figure out why we experience these types of dreams, and gave potential meanings to them. Like dreams of falling can mean that something in your life isn't going well. Dreams about losing teeth can mean a feeling of loss of control and that you're worried about something. Being naked in public can mean you're embarrassed about something about yourself. Being late to school can mean you feel a great amount of pressure in your life. And being unprepared for a test can mean you're possibly going through a change or transition in your life. So take these all with a grain of salt, cause there's not really a sincere answer yet for the cause of these recurring dreams. But low-key, why are some of these kind of facts? Now let's talk about vivid dreams. Now vivid dreams usually are a joyous or comfortable experience, and when you awake from one, it can leave you wanting to return back to the dream. Now a bit ago, I was having a lot of vivid dreams consisting of me being a kid again and being in elementary school. More specifically, being in class, playing at recess, in gym class, and just being with my old elementary school friends. And the same thing goes with high school. It's definitely because I high-key miss being in elementary school and high school, and I just hold on to these memories very dearly. And when I wake up from them, I just be lying down staring at my ceiling like, damn, I'm growing up. Fuck. Next, let's talk about progressive dreams. Now, a progressive dream is a dream that can continue over a period of nights following the same theme. Think of it like a save file, but for dreams. Now, this has not happened to me over a period of nights, but it's happened to me over a period of minutes. So I had this dream of me and a friend. We were transported into the Pokemon game, and we were in Pallet Town, and we became Pokemon trainers and set off on our journey across the Kanto region. But along the way, we see Carly and Sam from iCarly, and we say, "What up?" to them, and they join us along the journey. But as we began to venture off into our Pokemon journey, I woke up and I was like, yo, nah, no way I woke up. That dream was about to get crazy. So then I desperately tried to go back to sleep, and I eventually did. And the crazy part is, the story continued, and we continued where we left off and began our journey by sailing across the seas to fight and capture different Pokemon and collect gym badges to battle the Elite Four. Man, that was definitely one of the best dreams ever, bro. Being in the Pokemon universe with my homie and Carly and Sam, crazy collab. Now we got false awakening dreams. Now a false awakening dream is basically while you're in your dream, you believe that you are awake, but in reality you aren't, you're dreaming. And you just go about your daily routine, brushing your teeth, washing your face, eating breakfast, all that stuff. And even just you waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or kitchen, and then you return to bed. And then you would wake up and be like, what the fuck, that was a dream all along? Now, I've never experienced a dream like this ever, but to the people who have, shoulda saved your game file, you dumbass. Now let's talk about nightmares. Now, I don't need to explain to you guys what a nightmare is, you guys already know. But while experiencing a nightmare, you are always undergoing feelings of anxiety, horror, or sadness. And it sucks in the moment. So I'll share a few of the nightmares that I've experienced and written down in my notes app.
Nightmare number 1, the hotel.
So I was in this hotel with one of my homies and we were just chilling around until suddenly freaking Patrick Bateman himself appears out of nowhere and sliced my friend in half with a sword. And I don't know, out of nowhere I guess I got a sword too, and I started trying to slice Mr. Bateman, but bro had like armor on or something cause my slices weren't doing shit. So I'm like, yo, screw this, I'm out, and ran out of the hotel room and booked it down the hallway. But for some reason it started becoming like an infinite loop. Like the same sequence of events kept happening, like it was a save file of a game constantly being loaded in. Yeah, I didn't like that dream one bit. But anyways, on to
nightmare number 2, zombie apocalypse.
So I was in Black Ops 2 Zombies with my brother and a friend, and our mission was to head on over to a family friend's house on foot, which was a long journey away. So we were hopping on top of houses to avoid the zombies below, and after a few hours of trying to find bro's house, we just gave up and headed over to a local school. And there was this huge wall like from Attack on Titan, so we climbed up the wall, but right when we got to the top of the wall, it somehow turned into a flying pirate ship that started moving, and we began shooting the zombies on the ground floor. And we see this other group of survivors, and my friend yells out to them in Spanish for them to hop on our ship. So we chuck them a rope and they climb it and get on our ship, and the ship begins to move again. And that's where the dream ends. Kinda wish I continued the storyline for this dream because it started as a nightmare, but when we got to the ship it started getting fun, but now it is forever lost. R.I.P. Now let's talk about a night terror. Now just hearing the word
night terror
just scares me already. But a night terror is basically a sleep disorder that causes the person to quickly awake from their sleep in a terrified state. Like they can wake up screaming, flailing, or crying. Now night terrors are a pretty rare occurrence and typically happen for children between the ages of 3 and 12 years old. So a message to you kids watching, think twice before you go to sleep, cause the night terrors,
they're gonna get ya.
I'm kidding, but I don't have any recollection of experiencing anything like this. Maybe when I was younger, but apparently you tend to not remember your night terrors. Now let's talk about weird dreams. Now we all have our own weird dreams that are random as shit and just don't make sense. Like you just be teleporting all over the place to new locations, or familiar places somehow have new locations in them. And I have a few weird dreams that I want to share. Dream number 1, beef ribs. So I was in a car with some girl and she was driving and she didn't have a license or even know how to drive. And while driving, she runs over someone and they get a little bruised, you know. And then the police show up and inspected the body, and the body looked like beef ribs. Dream number 2, I met the goat. So me and a group of friends were fighting monsters and a female boxing dummy started following us. So we shoved her down a sewer and proceeded to fill up the sewer with rice so she couldn't get out. And we then head over to this park and I'm talking to this person about movies on a hill, and it jump cuts to me walking home and I get a DM from the man himself, Playboy Cardi. I was hyped, so I linked up with Cardi and he showed me some new music he was dropping and we played GTA together. Dream numero 3, orange peels. So I had this dream when I was pretty sick years back, and it has still haunted me to this day. So I was basically in this white room and I was holding this tangerine, and every time I peeled the tangerine, the peels would just come back. So I just kept trying to peel it and it just kept going and going for what felt like forever. Yeah, this dream deadass felt like torture and has stuck with me for years.
To this day!
Dream number 4. GTA heist. So me and 3 other friends were doing a GTA heist setup, and the mission was to head over to some hotel to look for plankton. So we enter the hotel and head inside the elevator to his floor and enter his room to find him. So I spotted his ass and I stepped on him, instantly taking his life. And then we instantly get 5 stars. So now we got a dip and we head on outside holding out against the cops. And we start running towards the nearest cars, but every time we got close to a car, it just despawned on us for no reason. But after a bit of time, we finally get a car and we start driving towards our destination while having like 4 choppers on our ass and a bunch of cop cruisers. We then get blinking stars and call Lester to remove our heat, but somehow we get stars again and we drive our car into the ocean to lose the cops, and we swam towards the island to complete the mission. Yeah, rereading these now, sometimes I wonder to myself what goes on inside of my head. Now let's talk about lucid dreams. Now lucid dreams are a type of dream where you become aware in your dream that it's a dream. And this allows you to have full control of your dream, allowing you to do anything, even the impossible. Now, I've never experienced a lucid dream ever, and I want to so bad, to the point where I've started writing down my dreams in my notes app, just to increase the chances of it happening ever so slightly. Cause bro, a lucid dream is like Gary's Mod Sandbox. You can just basically do anything you want. Bro, when I experience one, I'm gonna fly, shoot fireballs, explode things, teleport. Like, the possibilities are endless. And I know writing your dreams on paper is better, but let's be honest, am I really gonna wake up, get up, grab a piece of paper and a pencil and write? No, man, my phone is right there when I wake up, so I'm gonna use that, okay? Now let's talk about wet dreams. Alright, well, comment down some of your most memorable dreams and comment the keyword. And before I end off the video, I just want to thank Jacob for being the first channel member. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate your support. But anyways, I'm out.